series where I, John from Burnley, and my good friend Steve will be looking at the workings of the human body.
John's told me that there aren't going to be any gory bits in these shows, so I should be all right, yeah.
In this programme, we shall be looking at the brain. Now, we've both been doing some research into this vital organ and come up with some very interesting facts. So, Steve, what have you discovered?
Well, the brain is far more faster and far more powerful than a supercomputer. Yeah. What I want to know, though, is can you play video games, like, in your head?
Not video games exactly, but remember, we do have thoughts. And I suppose they're like video games. I mean, sometimes when I'm in bed at night and I can't get to sleep, I imagine that I'm Virgil Tracy, piloting Thunderbird 2 as we pull off a daring rescue mission.
Yeah, I'll think of things when I'm in bed and I can't get to sleep. Last night I was driving a big blue bus, except I took a wrong turning and got it wedged under a low bridge. Anyway, so what have you found out about the brain?
Well, the average human brain is roughly the size of 2 fists and weighs in about 1.3 kilograms. It's coloured grey and it's like a firm jelly if you were to hold it. It also contains about 100 billion neurons.
100 billion? That's a very big number.
True, lad, very true.
Well, so how long would it take to count to 100 billion?
That is a very good question, is that? I bet it's a question which no one else has ever asked.
Brilliant!
If we counted 1 per second...
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4...
No, Steve,
6,
Steve, it would take ages if we did it that way. So if we counted 1 every second, continually for 17 hours a day, now that would make...
But hang on, after 24 hours in a day?
Well, I'm allowing 6 hours for sleeping and then another hour for eating, washing and, visiting the netty. Now, we could count up to 57,600 a day, which in turn makes that as well. If we divide by that by my reckoning, it would take 4,768 years, 4 months and 20 days, roughly.
That is a long time. Oh, I'm glad you stopped me from counting. Science!
Right, well, let's go back to facts about the brain. What I found out is the brain is divided into 2 halves. The left side controls the right side and the right side controls the left side.
Isn't that a bit silly?
How do you mean?
Well, if one side of the brain controls the other side, don't messages get crossed over and mixed up?
That's a good point. I wonder if that is the reason why some people go mad.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, there are 3 main parts to the brain, as in this diagram I've got here. Steve,
Well,
hold it to the camera so the viewers can see it.
Oh, yeah.
This part here is called the cerebrum.
The what?
The cerebrum. It's the largest part of the brain and it controls things like moving and thinking, remembering. Now, this is the cerebellum, which controls your balance. And we have the brain stem here, or the medulla, which looks after the heart and breathing, and also our alertness and awareness, pain and consciousness.
Well, so, in which part of the brain are the filing cabinets which store our memories?
Well, there are no filing cabinets in the brain. Everything's locked away in those neurons I was talking about earlier.
Right. Only my cousin Kevin said we have filing cabinets in our heads.
I think he may have been telling you a fib there. I mean, you couldn't fit a filing cabinet into your brain, either a wooden one or a metal one. I mean, you couldn't even fit in a 2-drawer. Never mind a 4-drawer.
Yeah, I suppose it would be a bit difficult.
Moving on. The brain doesn't have any pain receptors. You can put the paper down now, Steve.
How do you mean?
Well, it cannot feel pain. I mean, for example, if I were to cut off the top of your head and mess around with your brain, it wouldn't hurt you at all. I mean, you wouldn't feel anything. Nerve impulses can travel around your brain at speeds at 275 miles an hour.
Is that what makes us feel giddy?
I believe so. Now, the brain in a human doesn't fully form until we're in our 20s, and as we get older, it starts to shrink.
Shrink? Well, if it gets smaller, I mean, doesn't it start to rattle around inside our heads?
It probably does. But remember, it's like jelly, so it wouldn't make much of a sound.
Oh, is that why old people forget things? You know, because they don't know whereabouts in their head their brain is?
Well spotted, lad. However, I came across one fact which puzzles me. It said that the brain is made out of 75% water and 60% fat. Now, that comes to 135%.
Well, what's puzzling about that?
Well, you can't have more than 100%.
Oh, well, perhaps that refers to people who have bigger brains.
I'll tell you what, lad, you're on the phone today. You've come up with the answers to some of these problems that I bet no one else has ever thought of. Are you sure you're not a secret scientist, as well as being a famous sportsman from the 1990s?
Oh, there was one other fact I found out about brains. The biggest brain in the animal kingdom weighs in at 20 pounds and belongs to the Sperm Whale.
Now, Steve, I'm going to have to pull you up on that. I said there'd be no smut in these programmes. I mean, you could have just said a species of whale.
Oh, sorry, John. I didn't think about that. But I do have a question. Why are they called sperm whales? I mean, sperms, you know, they aren't that big. Otherwise, we'd need very big balls to carry them around in. But are sperms supposed to be that blue-grey colour? I mean, when I do that thing in bed, my sperms are white.
That's a good question.
What colour are your sperms? Oh, are they blue-grey or white?
Well, white. I reckon if we left our sperms in salt water for a while, they'd turn that bluey-grey colour.
Oh, what? Well, shall I try it when I go to bed tonight?
Won't your mum and dad think it's strange you go into bed with a glass of salt water?
Oh, yeah, I never thought of that.
Well, that'll have to remain a mystery. Anyway, join us next time when we shall be looking at a different part of the human body. Goodbye.
Yes, bye-bye.